on.
Hello,
We've been
hi.
live for a second.
Oh, okay. We are professionals. We are Roll for Bowl. We are a live streaming actual play D&D live stream. I already said that one. I don't think any of our group is focused today. I normally whenever we start late, it's because one of us was running behind or there was some important issue we needed to discuss. We've just been riffing on shit for like 10 minutes, and I'm sorry to you, the viewers. I'm gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna try and seem professional. I am your DM, Ben Competence, and we are running a D&D stream set in Thylia. The campaign is Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We join 4 heroes in a campaign of Greek mythology, magic, and epic adventure. Been underway for a year. We're on session number 64, if Jin's pillow is to be believed.
Tammy's notes concur.
Tammy's notes concur, double verified. Our heroes, my camera's being a little weird, isn't it? Okay. Our heroes are trying to fight travel the world continent and prepare to face off against the Titans, who wish to destroy many of the populations on the continent of Thylia in 37 days. The heroes have been traveling and exploring. They found their way to Fire Island, which was named that first, and and they've done battle with a certain tribe of lizard folk that made deals with one of the Titans. The battle's concluded in their advantage, but now, as things begin to wind down, they find themselves in possession of a dragon egg and a dragon, and a staff of some sort of magic that I almost just said. And a deal is complete with their allies on the island. So now we'll see what happens. I will introduce each of these heroes one by one. When I roll for them, they will introduce themselves, their characters, and I always ask them a question. We talked about it. The question this week: how much time does your character spend on sort of self-care, grooming, beautification every week? Like, not during the adventure, but in their downtime, if they had their way. Is it just like, some aftershave and you go, or is it like 3 hours a day? We're gonna start with Tammy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put you on the spot. I didn't normally do that one, huh?
No, I was going to respond to Ali on the Twitch chat. I am Tammy, and I play Kiki, the Triton Barbarian Fighter, daughter of Pythor, so therefore demigoddess. Fish lady, clearly. And quite honestly, she doesn't really spend a lot of time primping and priming or anything like that. I mean, she just naturally looks good. But
okay. I love that.
She might just spend extra time on her hair, but it's more of like an absent-minded thing. So if it's not already in a braid, she'll just kind of run her hands through it constantly as she's like doing something else that doesn't require fighting or hitting anything. And then she'll just kind of like twirl it to curl it or braid it, which is why she mostly has it braided, so she can actually like leave it alone.
That is fantastic. That is such a wonderful answer. I love giving.
For Allie, the other part of my mug, not only do you see the kitty's face, but it says, "Today I will be happier than a kitty in a box."
Aww.
My dad got me this a couple of years ago.
That's cute. Next up we have Euphemian. Reed, sorry. Names are difficult.
So just don't call me late for dinner. I'm fine. I'm human wizard Euphemian. Also recently turned paladin, and
turned daddy.
I don't think that's a character class, though.
Oh, it is. And you're level 20, my guy.
One. All right. But I think that he would take a lot longer primping and preening himself if it weren't for the fact that he's a wizard. And he's just got magic to sort of take care of that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, it takes him like 20 seconds first thing in the morning, and he just looked boom. But
I don't know why that disappoints me, but I'm like, I feel like that's cheat. I wanted your whole routine, and you're just like, I will it. Ah, that is fair. So then, perfect. Okay, let's roll for 2 more. I think my computer's being slow tonight. All right, this is Jen.
Hey everybody, my name's Jen, and I play Cryorin, the Wood Elf Monk. Pow! Also uncle to our Katie's. That's gonna happen now. Okay, routine. You know what? Honestly, I think he'd get up, work the fuck out, probably like at least an hour, and then maybe like quick shower. Honestly, just dip in water just to met you're good, and then that's it.
That sounds right. That sounds exactly like what I expected, and I love it, and I'm not disappointed. That leaves us with Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I play Callista, who's a Satyr Bard Warlock multiclass. And I don't think anyone will be surprised to learn that before all of this happened, Callista's weekly hours spent was somewhere in the neighborhood of 21, roughly 3 a day. You know, you gotta, it's a lot of work with the hair and the nails and the makeup. She does a lot of detail work. You know, it's just, there's a lot of accessories and just, there's a lot going on.
Saturscaping.
Yeah. You got all the fur to contend with down there.
That is. Oh. That is a lot of world building in a tiny.
Hey, listen, the
uncomfortable
sheen
detail.
doesn't come on its own. You have to have the shiny.
Gotta distribute the oils.
This is absolutely wonderful.
Natural bristle brush.
Yup.
Oh my.
All right. So, I guess if we're getting started, we got some people in here. I will go over the basics of the stream because you guys got to know the rules for the stream. You at home, because you guys are allowed to talk to us while we're streaming. You're allowed to pitch ideas, throw things out. Don't give the players a hard time, but if you got thoughts, give them. And we love talking to you. Even ask questions about the storyline. I think if we're keeping track of how many times the audience has saved the players from a situation, I think we're on 4 now. You can use your channel points if you have channel points to give boosts to the heroes, and they can use those. And I think that's it. Reed, if you want to mention the merch, and then we can get going.
Yeah, merch. Everybody likes merch. We've got a whole bunch of really nice t-shirts, pants. We've got water bottles. We've got, I don't know, maybe pillows someday. But we've got all kinds of fun stuff there. No body pillows yet, because that would just be weird. But if you want to check that out, go ahead.
The body pillow of your favorite character.
Check us out there.
Okay.
I linked it in chat. It is streamlabs.com/rollforboth/merch.
Okay, I'm gonna derail, and you're all gonna hate me. But who would we make a body pillow for first?
Kyra.
I mean, it would have to
Kyra.
be either Callista or Euphemian. I mean, to go with their characters from the first episode, it would be one of the two.
Okay, then we
And
got
then
Kyra.
Kyra.
Yeah, Kyra, Callista. I was thinking either Kyra or Callista, or I was almost thinking like Cryorin, but like the art is him just like this.
Yes.
Real furly.
Just very much not. Kevio asked if they can. He's based on 7C, and he wants to ask if he can buy exploding dice, which in 7C is if you roll a crit, you can roll again and combine the numbers. They don't do that in D&D because that would kill a man. But the closest we can get is you can spend 20,000 points to give somebody the ability to reroll, which can save them from disaster. It's apparently the most expensive thing we offer in points. I forgot we had
channel. Yeah.
As a brief aside to honor Kevin, we played 7C, and there's no limit to how many times a die can explode. I told him one time he wanted to kill an entire room of bandits by himself. I didn't want him to, so I almost sarcastically told him, okay, the target number's 70. And if you're paying attention to this story, you know exactly where it's going with the exploding dice. And that is why I fear Kevin, and he's not in this session. So our heroes are at the volcano on the middle of Fire Island. They confronted the Firebrand Lizard Tribe, and after doing so, quickly dispatched of most of them. And they've effectively looted the place. That's not the whole story, but they have. They have staff. They have a baby dragon. They have a dragon egg. They have Pythor, the god of battle, with them. And now decisions have to be made. You guys opposed to me starting this shit?
Let's go.
No.
You stand in this volcanic area, the heat washing over you, the egg in your hands. Each of these dragon eggs could change the destiny of a nation or a city. And you have 2 new ones. And you effectively have 3 dragons really with you, if you count all of them. You hear the rumbling, rolling of the storm clouds in the distance, not just in Kiki's head anymore, but you truly hear them. And most disquiet in this area. Your enemy's either slain, fleeing, or mercifully oblivious to what you've done. Pythor, the god of battle, is cut up and bruised and bloody, and his arms have 3rd-degree burns more than they have arms. And he stands there and he goes, "So is there anybody else in this, is anybody else here that we need to take care of, or do we want to move on to other tribes? What do you want to do?"
Sorry, are you proposing that we just kill everyone here? Friend and foe?
Right, just the bad ones.
I should hope so, yes.
Yeah. He looks at Kiki a little self-conscious for a second, and he just says, he goes, it's been a while since I've fought anybody, and Euphemian, I'm good at it. So I didn't want to deprive you of my help.
I
needed.
can tell that you've enjoyed yourself. You look like you've slept with a coat hanger in your mouth.
So I'm assuming he caught up to where Euphemian poofed me and him and the dragon egg.
Yeah, I was sort of
salamander room.
I was sort of fast forwarding to when you all like reconvened, unless anybody wanted to do something while you were separated. Show of hands if you guys are okay with reconvening.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Just making sure.
What's a coat hanger?
He goes, I don't know, but he knows a lot of words that I don't know. He's
smart.
He spent a lot of don't say that, it's mean, but he spent a lot of time at the academy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, why would you want to just put it wherever it is? Like, I don't get it. Why would you hang it?
Rumpled.
That's something that like noble people would say.
Rumpled. What are we doing?
Rumpled. Oh yeah.
I suppose we should make. Well, for one, I don't think that those clouds look particularly welcoming. We may want to make our way off the volcano before.
Oh yeah.
Something
we should probably
happens.
Yeah, and we should probably warn the lizard folk that like something might happen.
Yeah.
And Pythor goes,
"Oh, do you want to have your dragon back? Here's our. He's adorable, but here."
I'll take him.
Who wants to carry this little fella?
I will.
Okay.
I liked having something near me. Actually, weird. Why? Anyways,
Who are you?
I don't know. This is
Pythor-
just weird.
Pythor goes, "Oh, you big softy. I always knew you were the emotional one of the group. It's been obvious."
I poke his tummy. I'm like, yeah,
Hey.
Pythor?
I'm gonna kind of murmur to myself quietly and cast Cure Wounds and just touch Pythor's elbow and cast it at second level.
You want to roll that?
Yeah.
When you're, by the way, Craig, when you poke him, he is just pure. I know the word seems weird in this setting, but he's just pure Adonis, just like flawless, like pure bodybuilder pec washboard. And you poke him, and he's just like, "Hey, quit. It's I haven't fought a battle in a couple hundred years. Okay, I'm gonna lose a little step. Just stay back."
Hey, listen, and this is sorry, this was a bit gratuitous, a bit on Cray's part because he was like, "Daddy, hot." When he killed that salamander in literally 3 strokes, it was like, damn.
Dude,
Now
that's
that,
not bad. Come on.
Now that I've healed Pythor a little, I'm making more notes in that like corner area of it's like slowly filling out the entire page instead of just being like margin notes.
So you said that, Craig. So you say that.
I don't say that to him. I'm just like,
Oh.
softy.
Oh.
But in my head, I'm like, "Rrr."
Oh, okay. I thought if you said that, I was gonna be completely different. But he just looks at you and he just thinks that you're like teasing him, and just goes, "Okay, you can stop. We can go."
Hey, listen, you did a great job on that salamander.
Yeah, I did. It was
Bro, like fist bump me, man. This is, bro.
No, seriously,
What?
Dad. If that's where I get my rage from, I've got to step it up because that was amazing.
Well, I mean,
Seriously.
I've always admired that you've been a little bit level-headed, but yeah, it's good to see that you got that too, and you're coming along nicely. It's impressive to see.
Hey, she's pretty amazing. She's wonderful. She did a great job.
I mean,
And he,
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. I'll go hug Cray.
Oh, get off me. Ugh.
I will hug him
okay,
tighter. You little
Ugh.
bastard.
Watch the Draken. He's sleeping.
Is he sleeping? I thought
Oh,
he
I
was
don't
tied up.
no, I just told him to like chill out and quietly wait for us. So he
Oh,
should just
right.
kind of be
Oh.
like sedate.
Okay, just
I
like
will-
the cat on the couch when I go hug Reed. Just like try to like get out of the way.
So then, what was it when you're doing this? Pythor just looks at you and goes, looks at Cray and goes, it's a tradition to honor the contributions of any warrior. So, good job, bro. And you see, like physically strains him. Like this isn't a problem being casual. That is just not how he's used to talking about this stuff. And he goes, I've had some doubts about you because of you're very breakable and small. But you also did a lot of pretty impressive things back there, and killed a pterodon with a dart from like 30 feet. That was impressive. I've only done that a couple times, so.
Hey, you know what? I haven't yeeted a penguin like out of the friggin' continent. You're like so cool, man.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
Cray's
pretty
got
great.
the guy crush. Cray's got the guy crush going.
Are we having this conversation in the volcano, or have
no,
we
we're
all
walking.
agreed to start
I'm
moving?
hoping we're on
towards
our
it?
way.
Yeah,
Just double
yeah.
checking.
Oh yeah, I was wondering too. So you guys,
If I can, when we get back to sort of over that pit of lava, just out of curiosity, I'd like to activate my divine sense when I'm closest to the lava.
you cast out this magic over the lava, and you see a sort of melting amount of magic coming from where the Lizard King was shoved into the lava, and you see the dissipating, melting form of an earth elemental down there. And that's about it, except, a very faint trace almost rippling up from the surface far below. Almost the most imperceptible of pulses. Whatever magic is down there is far, far out of reach. but it is down there. Be sure.
Okay.
Pythor looks at you and says, "Do you see anything?"
Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's very far away.
Yeah. Also, it's under lava.
There's also that.
Did you want me to go check? I can, if you want me to swim down there.
No.
She's
Look
got my
at
sister's
Salamander.
healing. All right.
I mean, I only have so much.
You
Let's
can't
not
take
get
her
overboard.
with you either.
Oh, please don't. Same thing. I did have one last thing I wanted to do with the lava, which is as we're walking over one of those rope bridges, I just want to take out of my bag one of the side-on cards from my deck of cards and just toss it into the lava.
Okay. You toss it in, and the lava bursts and bubbles around where that is for a while before nothing. Pythor says, "What are you looking for?"
To Callista?
Yeah, to either of you, I suppose.
Well, Kyra had mentioned some stories about this island. I suppose I was just curious to see if there was any grain of truth to them.
Yeah, she's got all kinds of stories.
She does.
Just in case, though, and I kind of rummage through my pocket, and I'll take a gold piece, and I'm like, money, and I flip it in.
Say to
It bubbles and
Euphemian-
melts.
Afterwards, I'll just say to Euphemian, you think Chelsea might actually still be here?
It seems possible. There's something down there. But I think she's very deliberately made herself inaccessible. And given that I don't know anyone who's quite lava-proof at the moment... Proof,
Shit.
lava-proof, not resistant.
All right, I hear you. Keep going.
Oh, that elemental you unleashed, I guess. I guess he's kind of part of the lava now too, huh?
This was the this is the story about her getting trapped down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Well, if she's down there, can't imagine that would be hiding. Can't imagine she'd have a lot to say. I mean, I'm not as strong as I used to be. You saw me back there, and it's been a long time for her.
This is Tammy asking, but also sort of Kiki. Was she trapped here by Sidon and Lutheria? Or did she just come here to get away from them?
The story that Kyra told you, if I recall, was that Chelsea ran here and hid here. And then Sidon basically trapped her here underneath, basically underneath a deep pool of magma. So Reed is suggesting that she's in hiding, and Pythor is suggesting that she's not in hiding. She is actually that weak. I'm not confirming which is true. I'm just saying what Pythor would say.
Regardless, either way, I don't even know how we can get her out from under this magma.
Well, you get a bucket of water and a diamond pickaxe.
My dad can make one of those.
Have you seen what water can do to lava? I mean, honestly.
Yeah. um, is they were making offerings, I think, to her. If you wanted me to chuck a couple of the lizard folk in here to her, I could do that. Or, I mean, if one of you has a resurrection, I can throw one of you in there, but that's kind of giving and taking
You
back.
are not throwing any of us in there.
I am brainstorming. I am a member of the team right now, and I am contributing my ideas.
Not allowed. Unless it was Dangren, and we've already gotten rid of that one. So nobody is on that kind of menu.
Would it be weird for a god to make a sacrifice to someone else?
Yes.
So why'd you offer
it?
It just seemed like the nice thing to do. Seemed respectful. Plus, she's older than me, so...
I mean, we have all these other lizard bodies around here we could throw in.
Do they have the same power if they've already been killed?
Mm,
I mean, if you're attributing the battle to her or any of us, then the gesture's still appreciated.
What if we were to declare that all these were for Chelsea?
I'd
Would
say
that give
so.
her power enough?
I've never met her.
It seems entirely possible that she would be just as mad as her brother and sister.
Well,
Why does it have to be so complicated?
Kiki, here, help me with one of these bodies. Let's just throw it in.
I
I
mean,
pat it down first to make sure there isn't any gold or anything.
Kiana, I don't...
Just see how well
Am I-
packed his junk is.
Am I allowed to suggest something, bring up something here? Kiana?
Sure. Yeah, please.
I mean, you're the one that's making it complicated. She's down there. People fall. It's... You honor them and you move on. I'm not saying I'm happy about it. Just saying you're trying to save the continent right now.
Thank you for being a lovely sacrifice for Chelsea. You have fought great in battle. Did I find anything on him, Ben?
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm gonna say you find that was amazing roleplay. You find 16 copper and on this one random lizard you're focusing, 16 copper, a fish, and 2 daggers.
Hey, daggers. Cool. I'll keep those. And I'll just grab the thing and I'm like, thank you.
And what was it? And he looks and goes, and you gave that to Chelsea? He
Yeah.
goes, see, that's nice. That's nice. And he sort of looks around, looks for some of the other lizard folk, and goes, there's some sleeping back there. They could be sacrificed before they know what's going on.
I'm kind of okay with just the dead bodies. I mean,
All
I'm
right.
honestly not sure that there's anything that's worth doing here at this point.
Oh no,
As much as I would
just...
appreciate additional support from Divinity, I don't know that we have the resources to undo what's been done to her.
Oh gosh, no, but hey, thanks. Appreciate it. So Pythor, man, you want to work out?
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking, but also yes. You mentioned wanting to climb and do like a
Yeah, like
run
pull-ups
across
and
the
stuff.
yeah
Oh yeah.
down there. We can definitely do that. I
Cool.
mean, they definitely owe us a feast, so we can do that while they're preparing it.
Cool.
Tammy's face just being exhausted by Pythor. He's the
I
god
will-
of battle and victory. He hasn't won a battle in like 200 years.
I would like to fall back while they're
Mm.
chatting and distracted and just kind of like lean over to Kiki and just be like, I kind of get the feeling that your dad might appreciate it if we could like toss one of these guys in for him.
I kind of read between the lines too. Yeah, let's do it.
And then I'll just take the feet.
Mhm.
I'll grab all the weight under the arms.
Let you take the rest of it.
This is fantastic. Of one of the lizard folk.
Mhm.
And you throw that, and that's in honor of him.
Mhm.
In
Are you trying
honor of Python.
He turns around and he walks over and just goes, I appreciate that. And he picks you up, Kiki, and gives you this big hug, like this bear hug, lifts you up. And he goes, he looks up and he looks at you and goes, you did well today. And he sets you back down. And he looks at Callista and he says, I don't know if I'd break you, but he sort of pulls you close, like sort of like one arm pulls you close and like goes, thank you. Good job.
I
I kind of lean. I kind of lean over to Fabian and go, "Yo, we should do the same thing."
Why?
Because he's.
Well,
because
now we just look like we're copying them.
I know, but it's cool.
I don't
and
mind.
He's cool. He's cool. Did you
Wait,
see
the
him in that
tossing a body
salamander?
part or picking us up?
Come on, Euphemian. You can. Come on. Come on. Bros, man. Bros.
Oh, this will be fun to watch.
Now you're going to embarrass me in front of the barbarians.
Nah, you've got this. You're a paladin now. You're good. You're good.
I
You
can
can lift
hold
that
our
sword.
case for you.
I'm
Oh, that's right. We both have dragons.
I just want to be clear. I'm not what the skulls refer to as a barbarian. I'm just very, very good in battle. Very.
Come on, Euphemian.
I feel like I should take offense to what you
Alright.
said, Euphemian.
Let's yeet.
No, they're gonna roll the body off the edge of the bridge instead of picking up.
This
No,
is
no.
amazing.
No,
I-
we're gonna roll the body to the
Disdainful
edge
kick.
and disdainfully kick it off of the edge in name of
I-
Pythor.
I never know what's gonna take up your guys' time in these games.
Neither do we.
So you kick this down there. Pythor looks at it and goes, I normally there's a bit more ceremony, but honestly it's the thought that counts. So he goes, thank you.
Man, you're just so cool.
That's true. I'm not going to apologize for my earlier assessment of you, but you've definitely proven yourself.
Still killed more of them than you did.
As we're
That
walking away,
still only
I'll
counts
kind
as one.
as we're walking away, I'll say to Callista, like in a kind of a loud stage whisper, does Cray have a crush on my dad?
I mean, it certainly looks
I
that
think we
way.
should go. I think we've done what we can do here. I think we should go. That is the angriest glare I've ever given to empty space, by the way.
If Kiki sees my notes at all, at the very bottom of my list of like notes about Pythor and Crayrin, when Pythor said he didn't apologize, I just wrote enemies to lovers ?
Oh.
I'll kind of point to that and I don't know what to say. I'm not offended, but I'm not
Happy.
Yep. Just
It's for Kyra, don't worry about it.
Yep. That worked.
Although I get the feeling she probably won't be thrilled either.
Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
This
Can you pick
is
someone else?
this is all
Oh, I'm sure
fantastic.
Pythor has like no interest whatsoever. But Cray is like, you're just so cool, man.
Oh my god, is it
That's
actually a crush at this point? Is that where that is?
For him, I think it's just like the absolute pure prowess of like his fighting skill. So Cray is like, yeah, fighter, man. Let's fighter, yeah, fighter. You know
It's
that
a
kind
gym
of thing.
crush.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gym crush. It's like a
Well-
gym bro feel. You know.
I don't know what that is.
I mapped out the session with you guys being out of the volcano with at 7:10. Um,
Let's aim for 8:10.
this is incredible. So what was I going to say? Honestly, I got nothing to say. It's your guys' action right now.
We're just heading back, I
Head
think.
for the
Yeah.
village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you guys head down.
You think they're just gonna believe us that we did away with the king and most of his crew?
I
mean, I
have to
guess
imagine
we'll be
that
able to-
staff was fairly potent evidence.
You guys, as you get down there, it's not just clouds. It's beginning to rain and drizzle on the island. You make your way down there, and after some time walking, you find the the lizard tribe with Vitha, the queen there, and all of them sort of when you get there, they sort of stand and look at you, waiting for some word. They're like sort of silently waiting for some sort of information. Vitha says, "You've slain our enemies." And I want to remind you and the audience again as well. Lizard folk don't ask questions. They literally just state facts and then give you a window to correct them. So she just says, "You've slain our enemies."
Most of them. There may be one or two left behind, but I have to imagine you would be competent to take care of them yourself.
Yes. The skull. You've brought the skull.
Skull. Nobody mentioned
The
my
head.
skull.
He fell in the lava, like he was burnt in the lava.
Perhaps you show the
We're
staff.
not lava
Kiki.
proof. Oh, yes, we got this from him. I'll pull out the staff.
And she hisses and snarls, and she says, "That is not something that we made. That is not something he could have made. Fool that he is. You know what
Was.
made this."
It would seem to
Was.
be Sidon.
Sidon made this.
Speaking of, just it feels prudent to give you a bit of a heads up that their god, Sidon, seems like maybe he might be a little peeved and bringing a storm this way. So if you're not used to receiving storms on this island, you might want to prepare.
We receive storms. You're scared.
I'm not scared.
Just doing information as a courtesy.
I'm struck by lightning from him. How dare you?
You've been struck by lightning from Sidon?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
You are good warriors. You are bold. And you wander to fight him again. Do you wish to be sacrificed?
No.
We still have work to do.
You deserve it.
Well, I mean, we've got stuff to do, but I mean,
Maybe later.
yeah. I'd like to work out at your village, maybe. If you'll let me.
It is your village.
Cool.
You're hungry. Impatient. We will make you food. we will celebrate you. And you'll accept this.
We will gladly accept this. Right?
And she signals to some people, and Pythor goes. Pythor sort of nudges Kiki like in the shoulder, and he goes, "Feasts. We won. They give us a feast. That's how it works. They get it."
Okay, I'm kind of new to this god thing and hero thing, so this is still all brand new to me.
You got to catch up. If people want to, if you do something great for people, you have to let them praise you. It's good for them. I mean, they're never going to do something that big for you, so you have to let them balance the scales. This is their way. It's kind of them. It's cool.
Kind of like how you did for Kiki when,
When what?
When, we first came together and hung out.
She saved Nora?
Nora. You went and paraded Kiki around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she deserved that, too. You deserve feasts and parades, Kiki. So do the rest of them.
I mean, Kiki, for what it's worth, this is probably going to be the most fun they've had in a while. So if that helps to think of it that way, they're also kind of doing it because, like, when else are they going to party, right?
You're letting them party with the demigoddess.
And the god. Dude.
Well, obviously, but I'm trying to tell you the good that you can do by letting them party with you, because they'll be talking about that for a long time.
With the heroes and their entourage.
Yeah. You're good entourage. Are you guys? Hey, Fatima, welcome. They're with the lizard folk, and they're getting ready to celebrate. They spent about half an hour throwing things into the volcano and discussing the volcano and a few things. Lots of good character moments, but nothing too plot important yet, unless there's a payoff later, but that's all. So do you guys, show of hands, who wants to go ahead to a feast scene? If your hands are down, I'm gonna ask what you want to do right now. All right. As you guys move ahead, sometime later, they make feasts of the animals there, the crocodile, snake meat that they have there, fruit, fish, and they have a surprisingly wonderful array of things that they do with these, as well as their own wines, and they are celebrating you as heroes of this tribe of lizard folk on the island. And they at one point Vaitha shouts out how you've slain the others, and she doesn't stop to ask for your version of events. She just tells them how you slayed and ripped these people apart and how you bit open their necks. Like, she just goes into this whole tirade. And like, technically etiquette would allow you to interrupt her and correct her if you want to, but she just keeps going without giving you a breath to do that. At one point,
it's muddy neck. It's muddy. Never mind.
Yeah. One of the other lizard folk just looks at Crane and goes, "I no." What was it? At one point, the shaman asks you guys, or tells you guys, tells you guys that you will be accepting the invitation to become a member of the tribe. Show of hands, who's down for that?
As long as it doesn't involve me jumping in the volcano.
All right.
I heard a puppy agree to this too.
The four of you and the dog agree to it.
Pythor that.
Four of you agree to it, and the as the evening goes on, the rain gets heavier. They have their tents up around this. When the rain gets truly powerful, Pythor turns to Craven and says, "We'll probably need to go soon."
Yeah. I was thinking the same. I mean, we worked out, we had a feast, we're all good. Like, I think it's time for us to take our leave. Where's Callista?
All right, where's Callista?
Oh, probably dancing.
Excellent. What is everybody doing at this moment?
I think Euphemian would have propositioned Kiki to sneak off.
Wonderful.
She would have brought a bunch of the roasted seaweed there because it has it's been infused with some sort of spice and it's so good. So she would have brought a little bit of that with her.
Okay, I
Euphemian
love
brought
it.
wine, so you guys are having wine and seaweed right now.
That
Yes,
is wonderful.
that's what we're having.
So that's what we're calling it now. Okay, I gotcha.
Wine
Well,
and
Euphemian's
seaweed.
having seafood. I don't know about anybody else.
That was brilliant. Good job, buddy.
I smell sex and seaweed. Yeah.
Oh, I regret
I told
that.
you, it's a horny. It's a horny.
Wow.
It's a horny campaign.
I
It
was
is-
just saying to Reed before our stream, I'm like, it's too bad his daughter is not older. She can watch us.
It's
But this is
probably
not
good.
You
Oh
should
my
and also
God.
shouldn't. You should clip it and then also bury it deep below the earth.
Put it wherever Chelsea is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. So what was I gonna say? I think we make more sex jokes in any one stream here than we did in all of the Strahd campaign.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah. What was it? So this goes on. When you start to hear thunder cracking in the sky, hear lightning striking. And I think any one of you might have some ideas as to what you can expect, but more than any of them, Kiki, you were warned.
Mm-hmm. I
And,
assume that I would have mentioned this to the group at some point, probably
Mm.
shortly after having grabbed the staff and say, yeah, Sidon's not too happy that I've got the staff here. It was not meant for us, and clearly he's letting us know how he feels about it.
Finders keepers, man.
Should have had more confidence in whom he gave it to.
He'll serve
I
us
love
better
this.
anyways.
So I think we should make our retreat to the boat.
Oh
To
yeah.
the dry.
I think they'll be safe, these guys, but we need to go. His beef is with us.
You hear lightning strike down elsewhere and you see it crash down elsewhere in the island. And then near the volcano, and then one final bolt. Crashing down with blinding light to the scream and panic of the lizard folk here. A crash breaks into the middle of where the dancing was happening. And when you recover your vision, you see standing there a figure in a silver robe that was glistening and crackling with energy. He holds in one hand a glaive. His three eyes observing each of you. The middle eye in his forehead darting around and making note of all of you.
Great crosses. His
Just
arms.
like it did above Mitros. I'll put an image of him in the Discord for everybody to see. But you do see Sidon standing right there, wielding the glaive, wielding the glaive, and looking at each of you stoically, not moving, almost a statue. And he stands as if waiting for one of you to speak first. The lizard folk all pull up their spears, ready
I
to
tell-
attack intruder.
I tell him to stand down, and I don't know where Kiki and Euphemian are, but I kind of stand there and I'm like,
And he says, you could not have defeated them if you weren't powerful. I do respect power. You're Krarin.
I just nod, like I'm not speaking at all. I'm just nodding.
Do you have anything you want to say to your god?
I have no gods. I have... Except for this guy, maybe. He's cool.
He looks at you. And he says, you have me. And only me. As your god. I know that you have. Let me finish. I know that you have earned some right to boast among your people. And I allow you that, but not in my presence. So you can reconsider what you want to say to your god.
I belong to no one.
How did you die last time?
Which time? You know how many times I've died?
Answer the question.
Honestly, I don't remember. Listen, the Cerberus wanted me dead. And that wasn't you. That was your sister.
You haven't faced me. Tell me where your friends are.
They are where they want to be. I honestly don't know. We were having a good time.
Then let's have a good time. Last chance.
What do you want?
Tell me where they are. Bring them here.
Dragonlords, where are you?
That's a symbol. God.
I am assuming that I'm on the dance floor still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kind of
Over here. Kneel.
Great.
For his legendary action, he is going to reach over and strike out and point quickly to 3 lizard folk. Lightning crashes down on them and you hear screaming and then silence as the lizard folk panic and run away. You notice that Vitha steps forward as she sees her kin struck down. And Sidon says, my sister is a fool, and she tries to break you by breaking your body. I know the vanity of people like you. That's not where your heart is. I know how to break you. The others, he says loudly, calling for the rest of you. Pythor,
Jimmy and I are kind of in the bushes, so I don't know if we're hearing
That's what I
this.
mean. Exactly.
well, yeah, that's
Whoa.
something like you would have heard Craren call, and you would have heard him call, and you heard the lightning crash, like the loud sounds you guys would have heard. Pythor,
I
Did we
stand in front
really
of
hear
Vitha.
that, or was that just the sound of the blood rushing, pumping in
Yeah.
everything?
oh, fair enough.
I
Fair enough.
I kind of like either step in front of Vitha or like motion her away.
Pythor, Vitha steps, looks at you, and steps to stand side by side with you.
Oh,
She looks at you and says, "You do not run." And Pythor is in quiet, just soaked in the rain, looks at him and says, "You can't," says, "we can't hurt one another. You know the truce." And Sidon says, "Oh, I know the truce. Do not educate me on what I can or cannot do. Ever again, liar. I cannot hurt you. You summoned them. As much as it's fair for you to bring them here, it is fair for me to do as I see fit with them."
So you mean blocking access to other people and their beliefs, so that another tribe can only sacrifice to you?
I am the only
you.
one that deserves a sacrifice.
Oh, I'd be wondering what your sister Lutheria would think about that, but okay.
I have no time for her or her delusions. She's gone to madness. I am the only Titan in God. And I am reclaiming that.
So say we bow.
I want...
Say we kneel. What then?
Your friend's smarter than you.
Didn't
He
say I
says
was
to
smart.
Craven.
I've never been accused of being smart.
I didn't say you were smart. I said you were smarter than him.
No. Oh.
If you
Me?
bow, then you give me the staff back that you took, and you leave my affairs on this island to myself and the people here. I promised the Firebrands that this would be theirs if they would protect the volcano, and I have come to enforce that. Vitha's eyes dart around, and she looks at Crayren. Kind of hard to pick up facial expressions from a lizard folk. She says, "Return the staff to me. Relinquish anything you got from this island, and leave it. And I will let you resume your delusions."
So, one, we don't have the staff. It's not here. Number two,
This is not a negotiation. I know that you have it. If it's not here, you know where to get it.
and number
Come to
two.
me. Come to me. Come to me. And he holds his hand out to you.
I
says-
deliberately step closer because I want the focus to be on me and not anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, and the firebrand lizards, well, I mean, why are they any better than any other lizard folk here?
Because they know who to worship. It is that simple. Do you want people to worship you?
No!
Of course not! Because you are nothing. And you know it. And deep down in your core, in the pit of you, you know the order of things.
That's not what Micho said.
You didn't speak to her.
Yeah, well, everybody has their delusions, right? So. Anyway, I don't have the staff.
Then how will you make this right?
Well, considering we didn't do anything wrong, it's wrong by your eyes. Dreadnoughts!
He
Where the
holds-
rest are you?
You guys can hear that. He holds his hands up, and you see lightning crackle from them. You see energy. His eyes begin to glow white as electricity falls from them, peeling off. His whole body becomes a conduit for the storm.
I brace.
Could I show up around now?
If you'd like to, either of you can.
Adjusting my chitin.
With a very happy smile until you come in and see.
We have a guest.
So it would seem.
Hi, Euphemian.
You are not Euphemian! And he steps forward towards him. Liar! Thief! Like those frauds that you worship and kneel before. You are not Euphemian.
In all ways that matter, it seems I have to beg to differ.
Beg. You will beg. I have made an offer, a generous, patient offer to your friends to return the staff and give this and relinquish this island to me to continue my work. Vaitha says, you're upholding the promise that you made. And Sidon says, I am not speaking to you. You are a worm. This is not for you.
Then why do you care? What's a few worms to you?
You're the one who wants to understand. This island is a disgrace and an insult and an obscenity. They have built this island to honor someone who lost any claim to their worship a very long time ago. She does not deserve their praise or their sacrifices. The people that worship here do so in sincerity and ignorance, and it is not her praise to claim.
Why do you make that decision?
It's mine to make.
So, like, you claim that Euphemian isn't Euphemian.
I know he isn't Euphemian.
A rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Listen, what we're trying to say here, Sidon, is I'm not going to kneel. I don't know about the others, but I'm not going to kneel. I don't know where the staff is. And this island, I think, let them do what they want. It's what they want to believe in.
You want to negotiate. Okay. We can negotiate. How much do you want to renew the oath of truce, of peace?
Indefinitely?
How badly do you want that?
Well, the length of time does kind of affect how badly we want it. So if it's in perpetuity, then that might have a important distinction.
Answer the question.
I mean, I think you know the answer. That's what we're for.
That is your use. Callista. You knew to kneel,
Oh, I didn't kneel, though.
but you knew that it was something you should do. You didn't
Oh,
refuse out of hand like Krarin.
Well, I just
Fiddle.
wanted to know what your proposition was. What the outcome would be.
That I would know that you paid proper respect to the true God. But if you want to discuss terms, if the four of you swear an oath of fealty to me, be my apostles to spread my word, I would renew the oath of peace on my side for 500 years. If I could break an oath, I would have broken one with that thing. He points to Pythor. Pythor just stands stoic. And he says, you know that those bind me. Because I'm a god of my word. If you are willing to sacrifice for everyone, do it. I think right now, Callista, Krarin, Euphemian, you will find me at my most reasonable. I don't think any of you could ask for a better offer than I'm making you right now.
Well, considering we're still missing one of our members, I think we need time to think about this. So, can we just like meet you at your place and discuss it further?
No,
Cool.
I'm giving you the chance to bring 500 years of peace. If you don't want it enough to go find your friend, then I have my answer.
Where is Kiki at this? Tammy?
That's up to Tammy.
I will have kind of snuck up, not far after Euphemian, but when I see what's kind of going on, I'm hanging a little bit back just to observe kind of what's going on before I make a mention of anything, before I actually show myself.
The oath, however, does require two parties on your side. You and your sister.
I don't speak for the madness that is Lutheria anymore. If you want to negotiate some peace with her or kill her, I don't care. I only speak for myself. Just like you can only speak for yourself.
My point, however, is that what you offer is worthless
Oh,
if your sister does not agree. Therefore, there would have to be some provisos. I would be willing to agree to this, but only if the oath was signed.
your true God, who could crush you now, has chosen to reach out a hand in peace. Don't ever call that worthless. If I swear this oath to you, I do not need nor will I debase myself to sign anything. The fates and the stars above will enforce it. If you don't believe me, ask him. He looks to Pythor. Pythor. How much time do you figure is left? Pythor says, around 40 days. Says, I'm counting them too, I suspect, for different reasons. Are you rejecting my offer?
I offer a counter-proposal. That if the oath of peace is signed, I will agree with your terms. And, in good faith, we will return your staff.
You will only agree to this if my sister agrees to it as well, is what you're saying.
There is very little point otherwise. War is war. That is our fundamental goal, to avoid it.
My sister has been debasing herself on that barge of hers far away from the rest of you for the last 100 years. I have been preparing my fleets and my armies and my children that have been raised for this purpose. Lutheria seeks revenge. I seek war. There is very much a point to staying my hand. You would know that. Or Euphemians should know that. This isn't the first time you've gotten in my way, Cleon. I would very much like it to be the last.
I think he will sort of step out of the shadows at this point. Well, then maybe you should stop being such a dick all the time.
I don't answer to you.
I wouldn't want you to. I
Give me
stick
what you-
with Euphemian's offer.
Cleon's offer.
Leon,
Euphemian.
Euphemian, he's got so many talents. He could be so many men. You have no idea. But yeah, what he says goes.
If you can get my sister to sign, and then come back in peace, and swear to me to be my servants and ambassadors. I will stay my hand. I will sign this. And I will make you
You would
kings.
need to bring her to reason.
I've
sign with
tried
you.
I've tried to reason with her. I have hewn weapons to carve the madness out of her mind, and they failed. There is no reasoning with her. She is madness and delirium.
So since we are so puny and useless in your eyes, what makes you think that we are capable of doing what
Those
you,
were his terms.
Almighty, cannot?
Cleon brought Lutheria into this, not me.
But what he says is valid. The oath is brokered between the gods and yourself and Lutheria.
Titans.
Without Lutheria, she would just unleash that same war that you want so much.
Under the new oath, will you stand with us against her?
You want war, after all.
I want to watch you suffer. Very much so.
We want to watch you suffer.
So would you stand with us under the new oath?
Give me one moment, please.
No. Bad luck, you guys.
Kiki, get ready to rumble!
I just did. I went full strength. I got Jenny.
If I may, can I get a read on Pythor while this conversation's happening?
Pythor is watching nervously and keeping his eyes. You see his eyes tensed. Roll an insight check.
Okie dokie. 18.
Pythor is tensed and
No,
basically... What's that?
17. Sorry, my math was off.
Pythor has essentially had an action readied for a while now.
Okay.
And is waiting.
Don't suppose we would have had a short rest as part of this, huh?
Yeah, you would have. You would have.
Oh, thank God. Hold on, wait.
Everyone
Let's prep. Let's
wait.
everybody do their short rest right now, because I'm doing that right now.
Mhm.
Sorry, Ben.
I do it when it's like...
Where is my arcane recovery? There we go.
I'm gonna do this real fast. When you said that, Sidon takes his glaive and steps towards Kiki, bending it in his hand. Raises it.
Do we still have
Kiki.
aid?
No.
No.
No, it was only 8 hours from when we landed at the island. I don't think it's still going.
Kiki, before you can do anything, there's a flash of movement and Pythor blocking this. Stay away from her! Sidon, step, throw into the side. Knocks him does, if I have this right, 29 points of damage, knocking Pythor to the side. He staggers back, bleeding. And Sidon says, and Sidon looks at him and just says, if you're foolish enough to be in the same space as me, then we can find out what the contract forbids very specifically. Pythor holds aside and looks at him. If anybody else has any other actions while I'm looking at my notes, that's up to you.
I will slowly pull out the axe of Xander.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming up close to Sidon.
We're a decent distance from the boat, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And Pythor says, as the thunder storms down, Pythor says, "Stay away from Kiona. Stay away from all of them." He dives forward, swings, moves, blocks, and as he swings, Sidon almost effortlessly deflects each of them with the glaive. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3rd attack comes through, slices Sidon, hits him, does 27 points of damage to Sidon, who staggers back. At the end of his action, takes a legendary action. I need every one of you to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, that'll go great.
In a way.
Saving throw, you said?
Roll 20 for Kiki.
Me too.
Oh.
Which gives
Wow.
me 19.
Oh,
Ten.
What's the total for all of you?
so 27 Kiki.
I crit too!
Oh my god! Crazy only one.
19 for me. I'll write it in
All
there.
Crazy
19
10.
Euphemian as well.
I know!
Okay, what'd you get total?
10.
All right.
I'm not going to have any of these 3 packs of fucking seaweed shit left by the end of this episode. We're not even at the break.
Krarin, Euphemian, and Callista are thrown to the ground. As Kiki, you barely stay standing.
What
That
the heck?
-1.
Really?
As Pythor falls to the ground, and you hear him shout out as he lands face first in the mud. As Sidon can spend a legendary action, making everybody within 60 feet try and endure a strength 25 saving throw.
25? Fucking
Oh
bullshit.
no.
There's no way in hell.
All of the lizard folk are fallen on the
So we're
ground,
all-
not dead.
So we're all
They're all
not prone
prone.
then.
Prone.
Okay.
Sidon points his glaive down at Pythor and says, "Stay down. You should have done it before. Be smart enough to do it now." Pythor
I-
looks up at him.
Charge Sidon.
I
I
see
would like to
Euphemian.
rate do the same.
Yeah, I see
Are we-
Euphemian doing it, and I'm doing it too.
Yeah, I think initiatives.
Are we rolling initiative here?
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's
Do
a
it.
god. We're probably gonna die. TPK, guys. So we'll be ending on episode 65 or 64. TPK.
Oh, I think I need to change. That's still.
Okay, if it happens, it'll just end up having been a bad dream from the fumes of the volcano that we were in.
Yeah, except
Alright.
I can't be forced to sleep.
So do you want us to roll some initiative?
Well, you should roll for initiative when we get back from the break.
Oh my god. Okay.
I already rolled.
I'm gonna roll 2. Then at least it's
Um,
done.
Damn!
And I will see you all in 15 minutes.
Alright, fight for the god, guys. Let's do it. Ah.
There you go.
Okay.
I got
Great.
a 22.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Wonderful.
intermission.
See you guys in a bit. Oh, it's gonna be
Are
exciting.
we on?
All right.
Are we on intermission now?
Fuck, I'm a 6.
Yeah.
Hi. If you're watching this, I think your chances are you have stuck around because you know what's about to happen. Our heroes have escalated an argument with
I'm
Titan-
not
with-
100% sure who's escalated what here. Let's be clear.
fair. Sidon, the Titan of Storms, wants the heroes to return the staff and also wash their hands of what's happening on this island completely. They want to flip him off and possibly kick him between the legs a few times. We're still hashing out terms, but it looks like we're going to go into a fight scene. Does anybody have anything they want to say before this? Because I don't think there are a lot of announcements that really
Don't kill us.
That's up
Merch
to you.
Store, you being a professional DM. Please do your channel points to our next big.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
guys can
thank
help save us.
if we
Think your
can get
next
it.
moves very carefully, Ben, because this will affect your future business.
Oh damn! Oh,
Wow.
Ben, the weaver of stories, TPKer of parties. Anyways, yes, merch. We got shirts.
yeah, merch
Stuff.
at what was it? You can buy merch at our store. We'll put that in the Discord in the chat. You can go through and get any of those. I'm sorry. I just really thought of I witnessed the TPK at Fire Island and all I got was this crappy T-shirt. And hi Bree. Really short. The heroes were visited by one of the campaign's final bosses, and there were
I told them to fuck off.
negotiations. there were attempts at negotiation and discussion, and they didn't go well. And now we're rolling initiative, and things are intense. So if you want to get merch, I don't know if the store is that the store button I put in there in the chat.
Exclamation store.
Exclamation door, and if you also want to get your ass beat by me, start playing .games. I'll just put that in there in the chat as well. Raise your hand if you're ready to go. We're gonna switch over to the map. We're gonna switch you guys over to the battle map. And I'll have you all roll for initiative while I handle the rolls of these people.
Oh, I thought I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
18? Okay.
I got 22.
Okay.
Oh, I can't add my initiative, otherwise I'd totally do it.
Oh, I see it on there. Euphemian, 22. What'd everybody else get?
Kiki, a stinking 6.
What? With advantage? How did you roll?
Apparently bad.
I got 9.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I did a 1 and a 4. Yeah.
Gross.
And I'm gonna roll for the lizard folk who are definitely a part of this.
Fuck, I'm telling them to run, mother. Where is Sidon in all this?
I mean, we kind of want them on our side.
You know what? I forgot to put Sidon on the board.
That's
Let me
okay.
just.
He doesn't need to be in there. He can
No,
just
it's
sit there
fine.
like-
Let me just let me just highlight him if that's okay with you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Look how huge he is.
I was gonna say, how big is this
man.
bitch? Yep.
Well, I guess that just
Anyone
means
want to
his
rethink
nads.
their action?
It just means that his nads are bigger to hit. I mean, come on. Let's be
That's-
They're
real.
I
not
think
tall enough.
Rip
I think
and
that's
tear
a
your
cool-
guts. And you are huge, so you have huge guts.
That sounds right.
Okay, so Prayerin for sure was it wherever Vitha was. She was.
Yeah, I got her. I got her right there next to you.
He would be definitely in front of her, probably
Okay.
because he stepped forward.
Okay.
So probably, yeah, I think that would be good.
I love the quote. I don't have enough bacon to help. That is one of my favorite expressions of fear.
Oh, that's adorable.
You know what? I didn't want it to get to this, so let me help you all out. I just bought you guys a reroll of a die.
Oh my god!
Terrifying.
Ben, holy shit!
I've had this for a while, so I'm gonna pop this out.
That's
Pythor
what
starts
the,
at what?
No,
Huh?
Sidon starts at half-life.
No.
But he did take some damage.
Did he?
From what?
Oh, Pythor hit him for 27.
Oh, Pythor hit him?
Yeah, because he protected Kiki, so I don't know where Kiki would have been. I don't know where Pythor would
Oh,
have
I
been.
totally misunderstood that. I thought Sidon hurt Pythor for 27.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Sidon hit Pythor for let me get that.
Sorry.
I thought he had a short rest, so he would have.
He hit him
healed.
for 29. You're right. There we go. Let's update that.
But
But he would have healed up
during.
during short rest, right?
Yeah.
How much would he have healed up?
I don't know how many hit dice
I
does
don't
he
know how
have.
many.
He doesn't have hit dice. He's not a PC. He doesn't have hit dice.
He doesn't have regeneration.
I will give him 4d10 recovery. I'm just making a number off the top of my head relative to what I think is going on.
I mean, that's like a 4th level fighter, so.
You may viciously mock him, Fatima. Let's begin.
Was everybody where they want to be, though?
I'm okay with where I am.
If anybody wants to reposition, you got one chance to call it.
Kiki? Is that where you wanted
close
to?
enough.
Because you were...
Yeah.
Okay, because you're like in the middle of 4 squares.
Yeah, you can. Oh, so yeah. Let me. You can reposition yourself as you like. I pick spots randomly. You guys can move pretty freely as your starting position.
Well, I would assume because Pythor came to block me. I don't know if he should be in front of me or beside me.
He was knocked to the side shortly after, so he'll be over here.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
how far back were we all thrown?
You guys are thrown on the ground. You were prone.
Oh, we're prone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
I allowed you guys time to get up though, so let's sort of move past that.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Pythor's still on the ground.
He didn't get up.
He was
Interesting.
told not to.
What a good boy.
Euphemian, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to charge in.
Okay.
I'm going to do
I hate the
same
sessions
thing.
where I'm not your friends.
I'm going to do the same thing that I did before with my sword. I'm going to take out Titan's Bane. I'm going to cast Green Blade on it, and I'm going to try to attack with it.
Post-nut clarity did not help you in this.
Make an attack roll.
Why is that not
I
showing
forgot
up?
that you were the one holding Titan's Bane.
If I can roll worth... Nope.
What'd you get?
That's a 9. Do you mind if I take that reroll? Actually, I've got
Go for it.
inspiration. I've got
Oh, yeah,
inspiration I
yes,
can use.
Oh, yes,
You just take-
inspiration.
Expiration.
It's 25.
25 hits. Roll for damage.
Alright. And then... So... 16 damage, and then I'll add my d8.
What's the D8 for? Are you smiting?
For Green Flame Blade.
Okay. So 22.
Yeah.
Do you want to put any flavor on this, or shall I describe it?
While he's sort of distracted looking at Pythor and Kiki, I think Euphemian's just going to charge from, out of nowhere almost, and just bring the sword across his face as he sort of lights up the blade with fire from his mouth again, and comes in for basically just an overhead stab with the sword.
And you leap and you stab him right in the side with the fire running through. And he looks at you for a second, and Smirks almost opens his mouth to say something when the sword drives through, and you hear it crack and actually move into his skin, and the thunder rolls across the sky when that happens. Lightning crashes down, and it's that sword. And you have the rest of your turn.
I'm just going to rip the blade back out and stand in a stance that Kiki taught me.
Aww.
And you're standing adjacent to him then?
Yes.
Oh, he's not on the initiative. Is that on purpose?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put him on the initiative. Let me give him an initiative. That is my fault.
That would be great. He'll never get to go.
Sorry, guys. My
He's
bad.
just gonna take the hits like he should.
And
Oh, that's how you spell Sidon? Shit.
Tell me
you
the player's guide without telling me to tell me the player's guide.
you stab him. And as you stab him, he looks at you and says,
Just kidding.
"Child." Swings up the glaive towards you. Does the 31 hit?
Oh, come on.
Maybe.
He does 24 slashing damage.
I'm
Oh,
going to
I'm not.
absorb elements.
What
I'm
element
not.
is that?
Slashing.
You can absorb slashing?
I can because I can change the element to any element used in one of my spells.
You have a slashing spell. Interesting.
I'm not on the
Uh.
initiative either, Ben.
You should be. Yeah, you are. You're right below. You're on
What?
18. See you.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
don't see it on my thing, but whatever.
So he does 12 damage to you then. I need you to make a con save.
Oh, buddy.
Con save. That's a natural 20 for 22.
Oh, thank God. That's like
My
3
God.
natural 20s or something. Holy shit.
You feel rivets of electricity pulse through your body, and yet you stay strong. And he says, "You clawed yourself. You clawed your way onto this path. It wasn't yours. You stole this fate." Pythor's turn.
I would like to use my my reaction to record an epic verse for the next one.
Please give us something good with these verses.
I only got one more bardic left.
Oh shit. You don't get that back on a short rest?
No, not until you're higher level bard.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys.
Um, Let me see. Pythor slashes at him and rings the axe down. Slashes, hits him twice. The damage reduced, doing as Sidon takes this and staggers back, and takes a reduced 20 points of damage. Wait, hold on, 25 points of damage. Pythor, just Pythor looks at him and says, says, "Oh, you son of a bitch! I've always hated you." And Sidon says, I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time," and swings for a legendary action. Swings his glaive. That's a bad roll.
56 points of damage.
Cracks Pythor in the forehead and hits him for 23 points of bludgeoning damage as Pythor stumbles back, holding his skull and howling. On one lizard folk's turn, it is going to let out a battle cry and charge towards him. No, I think he's gonna step forward and then throw a javelin at him.
Sweet.
He throws the javelin and hisses, and Sidon just looks at it and just knocks it just by moving the glade to the side, very casually knocking it to the side. Lizardfolk howls and lowers his body into like an attack position. Another lizardfolk throws something also, and when he throws his javelin, Sidon just moves the glaive up and blocks it. This one over here. Those are their turns. Praerin, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm like, what's her name? Vithia? Vitha, take your people and run. Keep them safe. And I'm gonna run in. And I'm gonna attack.
Roll your attack roll.
Oh, nope, I don't want to go into my inventory, that's for sure. Alright. So let's go ahead and do my kabama bam with my fisty fists. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So that's 13.
I think I'm gonna say when you hit that time, he doesn't even block it. He just lets you hit him, and you hit up, and you like hit his steel, like his mithril chest plate, and he just watches you impassively.
So
continue.
then I would like to use my, well, try to attack him again. So, I'm just gonna move my camera out of the way there. Okay. So that is a 22 to hit.
And you strike. Are you using your fist or your quarterstaff?
My fists.
All right, and this time you strike, and you are able to pick up very quickly, and you find a point, and you hit him. Strike, roll for damage.
Okay. So that's 6.
All right. And it's bludgeoning magical damage. Is that correct?
Yes. Let me
Okay.
just double check. Yeah, bludgeoning.
And it's magical for the purposes of resistance.
Yeah.
All
My
right, you strike
fists
him for
are
6.
magic.
You hit him, and he just sighs and just.
Okay,
Looks
and
you.
then I'm going to do my flurry of blows. So let me just use my thing there. Bam, confirm. And then I'm going to hit him with my flurry of blows because screw that guy. And that, oh fuck, 11, whatever. That's not gonna hit.
You reach out to swing. There is a crash of lightning, and by the time the lightning, in the blink that the lightning is moving, whenever you can see again, his hand is blocking your fist.
Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. I have one more attack. So that's, fuck me. Why am I have a +8 to hit? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's just deflecting your move right now, just like almost as easily as breathing, like not even reacting to what you're doing fully.
Okay, and then I'm going to take my disengage action because I've used flurry of blows,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna move in front of, like beside Callista.
Mm-hmm. You mean Kiki?
No, beside, well, kind of like in front of Callista, but behind Kiki because I know Kiki's coming up.
Okay. Oh, I see.
There's no way in
And,
hell that I can stun him. There's no way.
And
Wait, could I try stunning him actually, or is it just a bonus action?
you spend a key point after you successfully hit him.
Oh right, I forgot. Okay, never mind then. I totally didn't get it. Okay, so whatever.
And he looks at Krayrin and says, "You move fast. I can still strike at your heart from here."
Well, this puny person hit you, even if it's a little bit.
Euphemian, take 23 bludgeoning damage
Jesus.
as he reaches out and smashes into your face without keeping his eyes fixed on Krayrin. Then he turns to Euphemian and says, "When you did what you did, you ripped Euphemian from his destiny. Your soul is wrong. I will break it now." One of the other lizard folk comes up and charges him.
Oh.
Euphemian is just a mass of blood at this point.
He knocks that guy aside as well. It is Sidon's turn. He gets his legendary actions back.
Fucker.
And now Cray came and got around us, so he's a target for lightning, and we're all gonna get zapped thanks to Cray.
I did have that thought of like, don't bring him over here.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. The sentiment was very sweet. I will gladly hide behind you.
Interesting.
Tiny little lightning rod Cray.
Yep.
He turns and looks at the lizard folk and just says, "This conversation is no longer with you." And just brings down the glaive. Does 19 points of damage, and you hear a scream. The lizard folk is still standing, but barely. I'm adjusting the music ratios. Let me see. Give me one moment. Sidon looks at Krarin and Callista and Kiki, and his eyes light up with electricity.
Oh, sorry, guys.
That's fine.
And that's the end of his turn. Vitha. Lets out a scream and charges towards him.
No, run away, I said, you idiot. Ugh.
Sorry. It's what her character would do. She strikes with the trident, and she strikes at him, and he blocks all of it. He blocks each of them with his glaive, and he blocks one with his glaive, lets the other one hit his armor, and looks at her as the lightning crackles in his eyes. And he says, "This island was never for you." I'm going to do a legendary action with him. I need Kiki and Krarin to give me dexterity saving throws.
You're muted.
Is this something I can see coming?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have evasion on this. Let me just double check.
12 for me.
Okay, yeah, so I'll do evasion on this because I have it. So dexterity. My dexterity is 13.
All right. Well,
So if I fail, I take half damage.
Vitha actually got a 20. So since you all failed, his eyes, the lightning clears out, and you hear lightning crash down, and each one of you takes 29 lightning damage.
So with a failed save, I take half of that.
14, yeah. Callista, it's your turn.
Sorry?
29. Or 26. So it'd be 13 to you.
Okay.
13 to Cray and 26 to you. Callista, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna just kind of ask for an estimate of how far we are away from the ship at this point.
I think it's like at least half an hour to an hour because you guys walked here for a while. Remember at the start when you first got here?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to figure out if running is even an option.
There are a few terms where he'll offer peace. They just involve you begging and giving up stuff.
Okay. So I will cast Bless at 2nd level, which means that we all get it, all 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will. Oh, son of a bitch! I have no idea what to do with this. Bonus action, I will give my bardic inspiration to Euphemian.
Right, all
And
four
I
of you
will give
blessed.
him- yeah, and I will give him the one that gives him advantage on death saves.
How's that for a show of faith?
I believe in you, bud.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Cry.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a free action.
Free action, yeah.
Let me see here.
My last bardic, guys.
This lizard folk is going to run up to him and take his spear, look at Euphemian, and almost like he's trying to convey something. But again, you guys, hard to read their faces. Like he's trying to convey something to Euphemian, and then look at Vitha, and Vitha hisses at him, and he starts stabbing and moving in like jagged motions at Sidon, and it doesn't look like he's even trying to hit him. He's giving you guys the help action. The next person to hit a swing at him has advantage. Kiki, it is your turn.
Now. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and rage. And this time with my rage, it's going to be my tail that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I will step up to him. And I'll be kind of, let's say, winding up my axe. Who wants to kill the Titan. And I have advantage. So yeah, the Axe of Xander. Its primary purpose is to destroy giants and titans.
Okay.
So I have advantage on that because of the help action. So that is going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So that is 10 for the actual damage. A force damage. And 10 with my rage bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do hit one of those creatures with the weapon, it deals an extra 3d6 force damage.
Roll that.
And that would be an additional 8.
So it's 16, 18, and you heal 1d6. So you hit him for 18. You strike him with this axe, and he steps back and says, "You have these weapons, these gifts that you've taken from other people. That's all you do is take." You have any other actions you want to do?
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to hit him as well again. And I'm going to say we did not take these weapons. They were given to those who are worthy of kicking your ass. Is the help action give me advantage just on the first hit?
On the first one.
Okay.
The first one.
All right. So that's a 20, a dirty 20.
Does not hit as he blocks
Four.
that.
D4.
Okay, I'm going to roll 1d4. 22?
That hits. 22 hits exactly.
Thank you. Okay, so that is 13 plus my 2 of my rage, so that's 15.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm going to do that 3d6. That is an additional 7.
That's 22 total.
Yep.
And you can heal 1d6. As you strike him, and he's taking some actual real damage for this and staggering back, and you, as he cuts into the second
I can heal, so I can heal 2d6 now?
total. What for cross your 1d6 every time you hit with that, so 2d6 total.
Okay, cool, thank you.
You hit him with that, and as you see it, you see this silvery. You see this almost like a crack in his skin where you sliced him over the breastplate, cuts open, but it's almost not blood. It's like like a silvery rainbow liquid, very similar to the primordial essence, but brighter, where blood would be. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yeah. Why not? Let's fucking action surge. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit him again. with the
All
axe
right.
of Xander. That is 21.
Roll your
Aggregate.
plus.
Sorry, Ben and Ali, I heard you. Ben, what was that?
Add your D4. I just knew Allie was gonna say it, so I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So then 22.
All right, roll your damage then.
Okay, so 17, 19 with my rage, plus an additional 12. So 19 plus 12, you add that up. 31?
31.
Good lord.
You're getting about
can't
as many
math quick.
ones as Euphemian's getting 20s.
Roll 1d6. Hey, I get an extra 6. Okay. So that was my first attack, and I'm going to go for my second attack again. That is a 26. I know it hits, so that's 12 plus 12 plus 6. 28. Wait, I wish.
18.
No, 18. I'm just gonna get an extra 10 because I'm awesome.
You're pretty.
So what is it total? Oh, so 16, so that doesn't hit, right? Or what do you use? 26?
No,
Oh, sorry,
that's the damage.
18? Oh, wow.
18 is
Oh,
the
wow.
damage.
You cut into, and you're starting to cut and slice into him and tear into him with your rage, and you're seeing like he's starting to actually bleed, and you're seeing a Titan who would call himself the Titan, his blood on your axe right now.
I fucking
As he
almost
looks
want
to
to
you in
lick it. Oh. But that would be gross.
Tastes like seaweed, primordial with primordial seasoning.
Is it anything else you do with your turn?
Weird culinary taste. No, I'm gonna fucking stand right there. I read it.
Alright,
I'm gonna stand right there.
I've only got the
Cool.
one revivify, guys.
The shaman's turn. On his turn. That's interesting. One second. One second. Yeah, the shaman is going to this is interesting. The shaman is going to start to chant and point in the direction. And you see Sidon's glaive begin to glow red as he casts heat metal on this. And and Sidon turns and looks at him in a rage as the you see his flesh begin to sizzle. And I'm gonna roll 2d8 damage. 10 damage. As he hits, as his body, as his skin begins to burn, and what was it? He has to make a con save or drop the item. He extremely makes that, and what was it? He is going to, at the end of the lizard folk's turn, he is going to blah blah blah. Yeah, it works.
I would like to use silvery barbs as my reaction to make him reroll save.
Reroll the save.
Yep. Take the lower.
I thought you were just gonna say whatever he's gonna do, just silvery barbs it.
His lowest save was a 19.
All right, and then I'm going to choose Euphemian to give advantage.
He looks at the shaman, and let me roll something here. He looks at the shaman, points at him, or holds his hand out to him, and you hear this cracking thunder, and some unseen force ripples through, hits the shaman, and he staggers back, taking 25 points of thunder damage, and failing his concentration save, the spell from heat metal dropping immediately. Euphemian, it's your turn.
Okay. Euphemian is a mess of blood at this point. Just barely can see. He's going to stumble down here for 10 points of his action. He's going to put his hand down into the water, and it's going to look like he's being overtaken by the stream as it freezes over. And I'm going to cast Thunderstep with ice damage.
Oh wow!
Or cold damage, I suppose it would be. So I'm gonna.
And where are you warping to?
90 feet.
South, off the map.
Yeah, just right. Just I'm just gonna fuck right off.
Okay. No, okay. So in my mind, over in the north direction is closer towards the volcano, and south is closer towards the ship.
Okay.
If you want to go off the map, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I will then. I will go 90 feet south. I guess sort of along the realm of this stream.
Okay. I'm going to kind of just write you out of the battle, except for anything you could do at 90 feet. And then we'll come back to that. Roll your damage. Roll. Does he have to make a saving throw?
Yes, he has to make Constitution saving throw. Half on failure.
What is the roll against? What's the number?
It's only a 15. It's 18 damage. Yeah.
Oh, 26, sorry. So he takes 9 damage. 9 freezing ice damage.
Yeah.
As you what was it? Oh, sorry. As you move away, and he looks at you. He looks in your direction. And just looks back at the rest of you. Doesn't even bother acknowledging that as you move on. Sorry, one second. My audio just sort of cut out a second. He watches this, and yeah, he turns and looks at each of you. He ran. That's what he does. And you hear a roar as Pythor charges into him again. Two of those hitting. Reduced by half, he only does 30 damage. Slashing into Sidon. I was taking this damage. And Sidon takes these, tries to block it with one of his arms covered in the armor, and Pythor cuts it, and you hear the shearing, ripping sound of this mithril armor as Sidon just groans out and looks down at Pythor and says, "Vatican, you almost look human. I will see you broken." Pythor looks at him and spits at his feet. This lizard folk's turn. Coming, throwing a different javelin, hoping for a miracle. definitely aggressively not getting it. You see. This lizard folk over here is coming and is going to try, and it sort of roars and snaps at Kiki, almost saying something like really aggressive, like giving you some sort of order. And then as he takes his spear and fixes it on Sidon, giving you the help action again. Prey, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm like, well, might as well get in there. So I'm gonna go beside Pythor because he's my bro.
Mhm.
I don't know. I can hit him from here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and strike him again. Fuck me. Why am I hurting? You know, I'm gonna use my inspiration for this bullshit. Maybe it's like.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me just re-roll that because garbage. Come on, roll 20. Figure this out. Okay.
Don't forget your D4.
21, and then plus my D4. So 20, whatever, 5.
So 21, so 25. 25 hits.
Okay. So that's 11.
You hit him for 11. As he takes this and just you punch him and he flinches, which is more than he wanted to do.
Oh, can I decide when to take the help action, or is it the first hit?
It's the first one, so you can re-roll the
Oh.
first one if you want. You can roll again for that 11.
Well, that's the thing. Like the 11, when that technically, if I use the help action, would that have been my?
The 21. Okay,
Yeah.
so roll for your second roll.
Okay. So let us do. I'm just gonna move everything out of the way here because it's not seeing anything. Okay. So that's fuck me. I hate my life. Now can I use my inspiration?
We do have that
Um,
reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have the inspiration anyways,
Oh,
technically
okay.
speaking. Right? So I might as well just re-roll that. So oh god, why am I rolling like fucking garbage today? Okay, well that obviously didn't hit. So I'll go and use my flurry of blows, which is my next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, nope, that's not what I want. I want to get rid of my key point. Okay. So then flurry of blows, I will try hitting it again. Fucking stupid. 21 plus my 4. Oop, nope, that's not right. 21 plus my 4 is... Oh, good, a 4, so that's 25 again to hit.
25 definitely hits.
Okay, 7 points of damage.
7. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay.
And just for the hell of it, I'm going to try it. I doubt it's going to happen, but can I also try doing the stunning strike at this point?
Yeah. So take 7 hits. Give me 1 second, please. I gotta look up one rule about something. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So try stunning strike. So what's the saving throw?
14. It's probably
And it's a
like...
con save.
Yeah, dumb.
And you strike and you hit him. And as you strike and as you punch at him, you hit him in some spot and he stops and staggers and looks at you and his eyes burst with lightning and you hear the storm crack down around him as he summons on a well of strength. And I'm going to use one of his legendary saving throws, legendary resistances.
Oh, fuck. Nice. I got to excuse that.
Ugh.
Okay. Then I look at him and I'm like, I have one more! And then I'm going to go and hit him one last time.
Mm-hmm.
And 25
25
to hit.
hits. Roll for damage.
That is another 8 damage.
As you hit him for 8. Excellent. Yeah, you strike him one more time. Is there anything else you want to do?
And then I'll be like, "Okay, go get him, guys." But really, honestly, you lizard folk really have to run the fuck away, and I can move away 60 feet. So, I don't know how far that is. Far away, anyway. Anyways, I remembered what everybody said, so I'm gonna be like, "Ah, da 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 da."
You run away. And you say you say I'm sorry. You run away, and he says you have one more. So do I. But you said you're 90 feet away, right?
Yes.
Cool. Very within range.
God damn it! You're 90 feet away. Christ Almighty, we can't rescue you.
He reaches out and points at you and extends his hand. And celestial light shoots out. He rolled a 27 to hit you.
Oh, for God's sakes!
I would like to use my reaction to get him to re-roll that with my New Year's popper.
What do the puppets do?
26.
God damn it. 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Can
hits
I
you.
use my reaction to use my popper? No, I can't, eh?
And he hits you for 18 radiant damage.
Even if I have that, I'm dead.
Dead or dying.
Well, dying.
As you feel this radiant light overwhelm your body. And everything goes black. Euphemian, if this was the end, what is the one thing you'd like to pass on to the rest of the group?
To go on without me. Not to let me stop them.
And Craven, that ends your turn. This lizard folk over here.
I think when I see that, I'll be like, Euphemian! And then that would be
Mm-hmm.
the end of my turn.
This lizard folk is going to slash and attack Sidon, who will just almost just like block with his elbow and shove the lizard folk back. 17, that'll be his turn. And Sidon will look at each of you. Look at Pythor and Kiki. And he says, unlike you and your so-called gods, I won't be broken upon my own arrogance.
Bitch is gonna run.
I will destroy you and every other worshipper of these liars and thieves when the time comes. And he's going to cast Plane Shift.
He's lucky I'm not awake.
I'm one level away from counterspell.
All right. I'm going to get let's go down the line. Callista, it's your action. What do you want to do?
So is he gone? Like I can't see him, right?
Oh, he is gone. Like he is
Can I
and
see Euphemian?
yeah, Euphemian's like what's 90 feet off the map? You are here. You are here.
Here.
So it is. He is 140 feet away from you.
Okay, so I'm going to bonus action Misty Step 30 feet. Now he's 110 feet away from me. And then I'm going to... Wait, no, that doesn't work. Hang on. Math. Wait, okay. So I need him to be 60 feet. I need him to be within 60 feet of me. How do I make this happen, you guys? Okay, so if I dash, so if I do 30 and 60, that makes him how close to me? 50 feet?
You're doing the math. Was if
Sorry,
you're 60, then yeah.
110.
That,
and
if,
I
you,
move
if
and
he's
then
100, if he's 140 feet away from you. If you take 60 feet, he'll be 90 feet. He'll be 80 feet away from you.
God damn it.
If I were right there, I would be
Mhm.
90 feet south of 3 rows up from the southmost end.
Give me your math result. I trust your math, but what's your result?
So 30 feet plus 60, you said for... Yeah, I don't think you can get in...
Just the
Your
60.
Callista was 40 feet away from you, and then you warp 90 feet, so you're 130 feet south of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So if she ran 60, you'd be 70 feet away from her.
You're still 10 feet too far. Fuck me.
Can she fall?
How does everyone else look?
She's going downhill, right? She can get it extra.
How does everyone else look?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, Misty Step, 30 feet.
Okay, that brings you within. So if you run dash bonus action Misty Step, that brings you within 40 feet of him, I think.
Yeah, and that's
Alright.
my whole turn.
All right, so let's write a note. 40 feet. Like I'm gonna put that on a notepad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go through. The lizard folk are gonna basically tend to their wounded immediately, so we'll just skip past them. Kiki, your action.
I will see that he has disappeared. So I'll put my axe away. I'm going to reach in my bag of holding and I'm going to just put my hand on the staff and say, "You fucking bastard. You chicken running away. Just remember, we just about had you on your fucking knees." And I will let go of the staff in my bag of holding and I will run towards Euphemian if I can as well.
The thunder cracks and roars across the sky. Thank you. The audio's working with me when I say these things. You run. I like Sidon because he's as immature as Lutheria in a very different way, and I think I'm having fun with that. So you're dashing 80 feet?
Yeah, I'll dash so that I can be there as well.
Okay, so it's 20. Okay, let me do the math first. 110. So you're 30 feet away from him right now.
Oh, so I can make my way to him without dashing?
No, if you're dashing, that makes you that. If you're dashing, that'll leave 30 feet left.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Euphemian, I need you to give me a death save. Hold on, wait. Before you give me a death save, what would be your biggest regret about your time as one of the heroes of prophecy? And you can't say nothing.
I think it's not doing everything that I could. Like I feel like I could do more. I could have done more. I should have been stronger.
Let's roll to see if you can do more.
Just a friendly reminder that you have an advantage and a D4.
Okay, first one. Second one, D20. Yes!
Yes! You have one! Yes! 1 hit point! Yes!
I Babe Ruth that bitch.
As Euphemian must and will do more, groans, and to his own surprise is in pain and agony, his body half in the water, and radiant types of damage, not even just like searing or cutting the body as much as just opening your mind up to a celestial pain. So he feels pain, and he feels the rain pouring down on him. But Euphemian, who notices a lot, does immediately catch that he is, in fact, feeling the rain. He is, in fact, present, is aware of what's going on. And we'll take you guys out of initiative. Euphemian, it's your action.
I'm going to sort of moan and sit up.
Could I have said
Did we
that?
get him?
Could I have said that I used my movement dash and spirit of the wind or whatever to go 150 feet?
Yeah, you can absolutely. Everyone, the others are running to get to him with everything that they've got, and you just
Roadrunner.
Yeah,
Um,
I skid to my knees, and I hold him in my arms. I'm like, brother, don't. It hurts.
That's my job.
Yeah, and I give him like some water to drink, and I'm like, please, just rest. We didn't do anything. He's gone. He left. Coward.
If we're out of initiative, can I hit him with a healing light die?
Can I hit him with a stick? Stay down! Sorry.
Can I give him a little celestial relief with that healing light?
absolutely.
You get D6. 4. All better.
Pythor rushes up as well. Pythor is looking fucked up.
I'm going to frantically scramble and see if I can find Arcades.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Oh no.
You can't, Ben. You will never have another DM job after this.
With the D4 for bless?
With that reroll the die
Oh yeah.
that you bought us, you'll use it for Arcades?
10's fine. Arcades was thrown when you fell and is hurt, but is okay.
Good answer.
If I rolled a 1 or 2, we'd be doing a different scene right now.
Where's the egg?
Well, who was carrying the egg? Euphemian was carrying the egg?
No, I think Callista was carrying the egg.
Callista was carrying the egg.
Oh, thank God I didn't take any damage. Okay.
Yeah, I was carrying the tied up dragon.
Where did you drop him?
I don't know. You tell me.
If you had, I'll tell you guys right now, since we're never going to get to it, obviously. If you had rolled a 1 or a 2, Pythor would have been using his strength on that to save that dragon.
Oh my God.
I'm going to gather him up, and I'm going to cast my Lay on Hands and pump some healing into him.
Or are you healing?
No, it's just 5 points.
Okay. Pythor says, "You fought really well. You're still standing." And he ran. It means you won. You understand that, right?
Right now, I'll tell you this much, it doesn't feel much like we won anything.
He kneels down, like that baseball crouch on his knees, and he says, and he points at you and says, "You won. I have been in countless battles. And I know the cut of a man. And he fled. Look at me. He fled. He didn't remove himself. He didn't proceed to plan something else. We were winning. He cuts He bleeds. He dies.
And I have finally arrived as well.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
where they are.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
whisper
Okay.
into Euphemian because I have him in my arms, and I tell him I don't like this kind of winning very much. I don't like losing any of you.
You guys can all have arrived at this point, yeah, of course.
I'm not going to join everybody. Once I was within 60 feet and got the healing, I'm actually going to turn around and go back to Vitha. Or Vitha, sorry.
Okay, I'll come back with you in a second. Kiki, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I will just kind of fall to my knees beside Euphemian and Pythor, and I'll just have like just tears in my eyes, not quite coming down, but just where it's all sitting there that I can't see straight. So I'm trying to go through my bag. My hands are shaking because I'm wanting to pull out 2 bottles of potion, one for Euphemian and one for Pythor. So once I finally find them, I'm clanking them together, and then I hand it to each of them, and then I will just reiterate what Pythor said. That fucking pussy ran, but I told him through that staff. I told him for him to remember that we just about had him on his fucking knees, and he ran like a baby.
I'm gonna remove myself from this scene because they're having a moment. So I'm just gonna be like, "You got this, brother. I need to. You got this." And I'm gonna go and make my way to the shaman that is been obliterated.
Mm-hmm. And Pythor looks at you guys and says, looks at Kiki and Euphemian and says, "Yeah, you aren't the ones that should have knelt there." And he turns and walks back to join Cray and the others.
Drink your potion. Pops.
Oh, yeah, I think he turns and says, "I appreciate the sentiment, but I mean, I'm okay, and I'm pretty sure he was legally dead for a minute, so he can have this." And hands the potion, offers the potion to Euphemian.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say no because
Mhm.
I have 5 hits right now. So the
Um,
first one's gonna recover 8. The second's gonna recover 6.
Nice.
I think Pythor's gonna look at you and says, "I don't know what the fuck he was talking about with the Euphemian thing in that name, and maybe I can ask my sister later. But it is your name, and that's the name they're gonna write in the history books." And he leaves. I'll let you guys have a moment before I come back to the other ones.
After he takes the 2 potions, I'm just gonna grab his face. You're okay. Are you feeling okay? Where's Arcades? Is Arcades okay? Like I'm just frazzled.
I think we're better. Well, we're here. It's not the first time I've done that.
I'll just give him a hug and say it better be the fucking last though. And then I'll help him up, maybe take Arcades from him in my one arm and let him kind of put his arm over my shoulder, and I'll help him walk back towards where everybody else. And by that I
Yes.
mean I'm kind of dragging him.
I looked pretty cool with the sword, though, right?
Oh my god, did you ever? He did not know what to make of that. I saw a flicker of fear in his eyes. I think he underestimated us. But I'm afraid he won't do that again.
I didn't see
Yes.
anything else, but with all the blood, but it sounded very impressive, whatever you were doing.
Yeah, Dad and I were kind of badass going on him. That
I have
axe works
to.
really well on him. Did you hear a weird bird?
So what was I gonna say? Vith sees Craven come forward. Cray, it's your action.
No, it would be Callista because I'm
Callista.
going to the
Callista, sorry.
shaman. I'm going to the shaman, yeah.
Oh, Callista, you come to Vith, sorry.
Oh,
Technically,
well,
you could probably still beat me there, Cray, but
Mhm.
as I approach Vitha, I'm assuming that she's tending to the wounded. I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm gonna like very solemnly say, that was the Titan who locked your god away. If there was anything, if you ever wanted to sacrifice yourself for her, that was the fight to do it, and you all fought amazingly. I'm going to write this story down, and you guys will be remembered forever as heroes.
You tell these stories.
I do. It's what I do.
Tell the story of our next battle. Tell the story of when we join you and eat his throat.
It would be my honor.
Yeah. You have our spears and our magic and our fangs. Send for us.
And I will actually hand them, I believe I have a couple healing kits.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't use them as like to heal because I'm not a healer, but I don't have the feat rather. But I will give them at least one healing kit.
When we get back with the rest of the group, I'm going to healing word on the 2 lizard folk that have injuries at the moment, or that are critically injured. I should say.
Yeah, you can roll that. When you give the roll that, I definitely want to factor that in. When you give the healing kit to Vitha, she looks at the lizard folk that were struck down by the lightning, and she says, "They didn't ask to be sacrificed. They never volunteered."
I know.
She leaves.
So one will get 4 hit points, and one will get 6.
Okay. And you heal them, you tend to them, and they recover, and they go to join with the shaman and to be treated further with gratitude towards you. Prairin, you're with the shaman.
Is he the one that died? I thought he got like
He
obliterated.
took 25 hits of damage. He's got 2 hits left. But
Oh, okay.
oh no, wait, Euphemine healed him a little bit. Yeah, so he would have been recovered like 4 hit points. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, some of
So
them, one of them recovered.
So I go to him and I said, when we went up to the volcano, and we had the fire walkers there, we sacrificed them to your god because we thought that was right. Now, you've lost a few fighters. And I know it wasn't what they wanted, but they sacrificed to her too right now.
He snaps at you, weakly, but adamantly, and he says, "When you choose to be sacrificed, it is a righteous thing. when your death is chosen for you, it is an obscenity.
I understand. Please be well. We didn't mean to do any of this, or have any of this come to you.
You didn't do this. Roll insight for a second. And he says, you will die for what you believe in.
God, I'm rolling like garbage today. 8.
Okay. He says, you will die for what you believe in.
I do.
And he nods. Leaves. Rain falls.
I kind of help go towards Euphemian and go on his other side and kind of, I don't know if I can because I'm short, but I'll try to help him kind of walk back to the, as we take our leave.
As you guys take your leave, are you leaving the island right now, or are you going to spend some time here?
No, I think
Up to the boat.
I've had enough of this island. Fuck this island.
As you guys head to the ship, and you can plan for your next session where you want to go, because maybe you have to decide before you part ways. As you head for the ship, rain falls on this island, and you have restored this. You've restored the way things should be to this island. You've claimed this staff, and you've received the word of allegiance of the lizard folk who will join you in battle if you send for them. You saw one of the Titans in battle, and it could have gone very differently for either side. But it's just a heralding of things to come. We're closer then to the end of days. And for now, that's where we're going to end this session.
Thank you, Ben. That was crazy. Oh, God.
Kiki, I'm putting it in the Discord. I'm going to put it in the group Discord so everybody can see.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Ooh.
Which basically allows you to shoot thunder or shoot lightning, and more or less twice per day, you can shoot a lightning bolt in one direction that hits everybody in that row, while also hitting everyone around you at the same time. So everyone in a row and everybody with lightning, and everyone around you with thunder and deafening them at the same time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's an AoE and a line of damage at the same time. And you can see why I struggled so hard for the Lizard King to hold on to it, because it was the
Yep.
entire fight that he had this.
Honestly, Callista should have that bullshit.
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually what Reed and I were saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Assuming she wants it.
I mean, I won't say no.
And it is yours, baby.
Yeah, that fight, if you guys were watching the hit gauges, I wanted Reed's character sheet this session. I wanted this meeting side-on to be a role play. I wanted it to be a role play and then over. I didn't want it to take that long. I wanted you guys to be on the ship afterwards. Once it escalated into a fight, I wanted Reed's character sheet. But Kiki with
Yes.
with Kiki's attack and Pythor's backup, there was a non-zero, not too high, but a non-zero chance that Sidon would have fallen in the fight. And I didn't want to roll with even a 10% chance on that. So he has an out and I used it.
That's the thing. I was like, oh, stunning strike. And I'm like, oh, fuck, legendary resistance, mother bitch. Because I was counting on the fact that it would be low.
You guys had so much backup in that fight, including Pythor, and you guys were doing incredibly well. Like, you guys had brilliant strategies and stuff like that. Like I said, I can't guarantee that he would have come out of that okay. And I was like, no. But
Well, it might have gone even better if Cray could have rolled better than a 3.
I know. I had like +8 to everything, and I don't think I've ever really rolled anything past like unless it was a double, like the second
You hit
time.
like twice, right?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
even if
Wild. Sorry.
even if Cray could have hit a little bit better and rolled a bit better, he just would have bounced away freaking sooner anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
got it down to what, a quarter of his life?
if Ray had succeeded at stunning him, though, he wouldn't have been able to.
I know. So we could have finished him off. Can you imagine what that would have done for our fucking reputation? We downed a Titan.
Well, having that extra 3d6 plus whatever damage was friggin' lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had him down to
that worked.
you had him down to less than a third of his life.
Less than a third.
If I had
Jesus.
made it to my next turn, I was going to completely forego healing myself. I was going to make the suicide play, and I was going to throw a fireball at him instead.
Nice. Yeah. There are other options. Yeah, you guys could have done that. If you had rolled a 1 or a 2 on the with Arcades, he would have been, the little dragon would have been dead, and Pythor would have given up some of his magical essence to bring him back, and we would have done that. Because I'm where I am is I'm not willing to kill off Arcades either, and it makes me sad to even think about it. But I have to follow through on the fact that you guys chose to carry this baby dragon around.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We absolutely did not. We just don't have any other alternative.
Well, I mean by activating the egg is what I mean.
Yeah.
But I get you.
Can I ask a question? You might answer next week, but is there a way to find out how close to hatching the other egg is?
I'll have to get the numbers next week because I don't have that offhand. I don't know. I'll have to go figure that out because I have to go look up exactly how that works.
Curious.
Why you want a dragon?
I don't know, maybe. That adds depth enough.
Thank you all for the session. I'm gonna go off right now. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody,
Ben.
for this crazy ride. Thank you so much, Ben.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Thank you
Brian
all.
Dot, you guys are awesome.
you,
Love you all.
Bye.
That was scary and amazing.
Yeah.
Bye.